Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to join you today at Africa Health Excon and to contribute to this important discussion on how we move from commitments to system maturity and from ambition to deliver. Today, ministers of finance across Africa face increasing fiscal pressures, rising debt burdens, and declining external support. This is reality. Yet, despite these challenges, one reality is also becoming undeniable. Health is not merely a social expenditure. It is an investment in economic resilience, productivity, and national security. The experiences of recent years have demonstrated that resilient economies depend on resilient health systems. When health systems are disrupted, economies and people suffer. Productivity declines, public finance come under also strain, and vulnerabilities deepen. Therefore, investing in health should not be viewed as competing with economic priorities. Rather, it's fundamental to achieving them. In Egypt, this understanding has guided our approach. We have worked to translate political commitments into institutional reform and sustainable investment. Through the universal health insurance system, we are building a model that separates financing, purchasing, and service provision while ensuring equitable access to quality health care for all citizens. At the same time, reforms in strategic purchasing and centralized procurement have enabled us to improve efficiency, generate savings, and maximize the value derived from every pound invested. This demonstrates that strengthening health system is not only about increasing expenditure, but also about improving how resources are utilized. Under the leadership of our President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt has also implemented a series of presidential initiatives that reflect the whole of government approach to health. These initiatives illustrate that health sovereignty is ultimately measured not by declarations, but by delivery, through programs that are funded, institutionalized, and capable of reaching citizens where they live. As Africa enters a new phase, the central question before us is not whether we should invest in health, but how we can do this in a manner that is sustainable and resilient. In this regard, I believe that there are three priorities that deserve particular attention. First, we must understand that strengthening domestic resource mobilization is a priority. Sustainable health systems requires sustainable revenues. Protecting health investments and improving public financial management are essential and key to ensuring continuity and resilience. Secondly, we must accelerate procurement reforms and strengthen regional cooperation. By pooling demand, expanding local manufacturing capabilities, and leveraging collective purchasing mechanisms, African countries can reduce cost, enhance supply security, and reinforce our continent's health sovereignty. Third, we should embrace innovative financing mechanisms and mobilize private sector participation. Blended finance, development partnerships, and new investment instruments can all complement public resources and help bridge the existing financing gaps while accelerating health systems transformation. Ultimately, sustainable health financing is not solely a health sector objective. It is an economic imperative and a strategic investment in our collective future. The conversation on health sovereignty cannot remain confined to ministers of health alone. Ministers of finance must be full partners in shaping the future of health systems across our continent. Africa is not lacking in commitments. We are entering a new era, an era defined by implementation, accountability, and measurable results. The question before us is no longer whether we can afford to invest in health. The real question is whether we can afford not to do so. Egypt remains committed to this agenda, and we look forward to working with our African partners to build stronger, more resilient, and more self-reliant health systems for the future generations and for our people. Thank you.